Hey guys, I'm Deanna and you're watching The Anime Girl, and we're going to do an actual for reals anime review this time around instead of doing everything except anime. Yay! So, I promised you guys I would do a Puella Magi Madoka Magica review, like a long time ago when me and Tiana did that SAO review, and I haven't gotten around to it, so I'm actually going to do it. So yeah, I changed into my Puella Magi shirt, and it's gonna be fun. So basically, Puella Magi Madoka Magica, which is actually the English title. In Japanese, this show's called Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica, which makes more sense to me, but okay. We're just gonna go with that. So, we're just gonna call it Madoka Magica, because that's what it has in common. Madoka Magica is the story about the title character, Madoka. And, Madoka is this young girl, she's in school, typical schoolgirl, and she's hanging out with her best friend, Sayaka, and they're just going about doing their thing. They go to school, and a new girl shows up, who never go Homura. So on this side, this is Madoka, this is Homura. And Homura is just really weird, she's quiet, she's very serious about everything. And she seems to know, Madoka, but it doesn't really make any sense. So it's just kind of weird. And then, like, after school one day, they follow this, little creature thing. And this little creature thing, it's creepy, in my opinion. I think it's creepy as heck. I'll show you guys a picture of it. And most of you might think, oh, well, that's really adorable. But it doesn't blink, like, ever. It doesn't move its mouth to talk. It only moves its mouth to, like, eat, and it only closes its eyes if it's, like, happy. It doesn't blink. It's really freaky. Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. It's a little, like, kitsune cat thing. I don't know. My mom calls it a kitsune, and that makes more sense. When I first saw it, I thought it was a cat, but kitsune actually makes a lot more sense. So we're gonna call it kitsune. So this kitsune creepy thing is really hurt. And they're like, oh, we have to help it, we have to help it, we have to help it. And then Homura shows up and starts, like, trying to kill it. And they're like, what are you doing? First of all, you creeped us out when you first showed up to school. And now you're trying to kill this thing that we think is adorable. What's up, chick? And they're like, don't ever listen to it, don't trust it. Just don't. It's not good. It's not gonna turn out well for you. But they don't listen to her, which was not a good thing. But then they run into another character, whose name is Mami, and she is already, what they call a Mahou Shoujo, or a magical girl, and she thinks it's the greatest thing ever. So basically, to become a Mahou Shoujo, you have to make a contract with the kitsune creature, whose name is Kyubei. It's creepy. I can't get over how creepy it is. But you have to create a contract, and basically you sell your soul for a wish, and you have to become a Mahou Shoujo after that. And you have to kill witches. And witches would drop what's called grief seeds, and they're like these little things, and they have a ball, and I'll show you a picture of them. And so you have to kill them, and sometimes they drop them. Not all witches drop them. No, I think all witches drop them, but they're like subordinates don't drop them, but you can never tell. Well, I guess you can. I don't know. I don't know exactly understand how it works. It's been a while since I watched it. But you get a grief seed, and you have your, like, soul gem, which is like this. And your soul gem, like, the grief seed will take the black out of your soul gem, and every time, like, you use magic, you get black, so you get the grief seed, and it gets rid of the black, and then you can continue using magic. However, if your grief seed, or if your soul gem goes all black, it becomes a grief seed, and you become a witch. So, yeah. Kind of like an endless circle. Mahou Shoujo girls. I just repeated myself. Magical girls show up, kill the witches, and then they eventually become witches, or have the potential to become witches. So all witches are previous magical girls. It's kind of weird. And so yeah, and so yeah, and so yeah. So Mommy is a Maho Shoujo, and so you figure out later that so is Homura, and they're trying to like, well, Mommy's trying to convince them to be magical girls, and Homura is telling them never to listen to Kyubey, who will make you a magical girl. So the story just follows them throughout their journey, and it's really interesting and way different than you would think, actually. Just looking at the artwork of the show, like just how the characters are drawn, it looks really adorable. And like in typical Maho Shoujo, like Sailor Moon, which is like a really good example to compare to this show, I mean, they're very like cutesy and adorable, but it's really, really kind of dark and has like a way deeper meaning than you'd think at first. So yeah, it's way different than normal Maho Shoujo type shows. One thing that I do like about this show, and it's a really weird thing to like about this show, but it takes what you would normally think about, like when you think Maho Shoujo, and that as a genre, or a subgenre, it like takes all those aspects, things that happen all the time. Like, just all the time in Maho Shoujo, you don't think about it at all. And it takes it and it puts it in your face and says, look how wrong this is. Like, this isn't supposed to be an okay thing, but we watch it anyways. And it's a normal thing. That sounds really weird now that I'm thinking about that. But I'm gonna explain myself, I swear. For example, the like concept of transformation. I mean, you see it in Sailor Moon, and you see it in a bunch of different Maho Shoujos, and it's just the idea of transforming, and you go naked for a moment. Like, they are naked, they're changing clothes, and you see it on the screen, then you see their silhouette, and it's, you know that they're naked. That's not an okay thing to do. Like, that's weird. It should be weird. But in normal Maho Shoujo, it isn't. But in Madoka Magica, they have, like, Madoka, when she transforms, she has her naked self, like, hugging her. And she's, like, 12 years old. She's really young. And it's weird for, someone of that age hugging their naked self. It's weird. So they take that idea of nakedness and transformation and stuff like that and show you how wrong it is. Which is really, really cool. And I think that's my main example about, like, how they take aspects of Maho Shoujo and show you how wrong it is. And they also, thought of another example. In normal Maho Shoujo, a creature shows up to, like, comes up to you and says, this is who you should become, or this is who you are, and you just accept it. Like, without even thinking about it, you just accept it. And Madoka Magica, it does it again. It shows you how wrong that is. So going back to Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon's going to be in all my examples. In Sailor Moon, you have Luna, who just shows up to Usagi's window, and just shows up in her window, and says, oh, by the way, you're Sailor Moon. Go fight evil. And this very similar thing happens in Madoka Magica, except they kind of have a choice about it. Kyubey walks up to them and goes, hey, you should become a Maho Shoujo and fight evil. But at the cost of your soul. I think that's what's really creepy about it. You have to pay up your soul, basically, to become a Maho Shoujo. Which then you will become a witch that you're fighting, and yeah. So it shows you the things that it shows you the things that should be wrong with Maho Shoujo and that you don't really think about. And I can't words. Yeah. So yeah, I do like, there are some things that I do like about this show. Besides the Maho Shoujo stuff that I just went over. I like the fact that when you go into like a witch's world, they like take all of the different like types of art and they do multimedia and they just throw it all together and put it all in the show. And it's really, really cool. The best example that I have, or that is not spoiler related, is their first like encounter with witches, and they go with Mommy and they go and just see what it's like to fight witches. And so this is the scene that they take. So it's really kind of cool that they like, I don't know how to explain things. They take all like different types of art and they just put it together and put it on the show. So I think that's really cool. I love the music. It is so cool. I love how their wishes affect like the type of magic they have. I just think that's really, really cool. And I can't really explain much about it. Oh, I don't even remember anything. Well, that's nice. But yeah, their wishes kind of sort of affect the type of magic that they do. So that's cool. I really, really recommend it. I would tell anybody who wants to go watch this show that it is going to be really dark, because if you don't expect it going dark, it'll really throw you for a loop and you might stop watching the show, and that's not a good thing, because you should always watch shows unless they're really bad. But yeah, I don't know, I think that's cool. I do highly recommend the show. There are several things that like I don't like about the show. I don't like Cube at all. I don't like how Cube is everywhere. Like every time you're like, oh yeah, Madoka Magica, and there's always Cube. So it was really hard to find this shirt that doesn't have Cube on it, which is great because he's like my least favorite. He, it, she, I don't know what it is. I'm not calling it it, but I might slip up and call it a he, like I just did. It's not on this shirt at all, which is nice. Yeah, that's about all I got to talk about. Sweet. What's the next show that I'm gonna do? I don't know. Where's my notebook? I'm gonna get my notebook really quick. Let's see what show I do next. I did that show. Gotta wait to do that show. I want to do that show with Tiana. She needs to hurry up and finish that show. I'm going to... I can't do that show. I don't know what show to do. Nope. Nope. I'm just trying to like flip to a page and hope that something strikes my interest. Because I just like wrote a bunch of anime like on the top of like the page. And like I write details, like I'm gonna go to my free. And like I write details about it, and there's like all this writing. So I'm just like flipping through random pages that have anime on them and hope for the best. You know what? I have an idea. We're gonna throw the book out and we're gonna do one that's not in there, which I should probably put in there. I'm going to do the anime I just recently finished, which is going to be Haikyuu. And we're gonna do that and hope for the best. It is a sports anime, so if you're not really into sports anime, then I don't know what your problem is. No, I'm kidding. I do like sports anime a lot because it's cool and I think it's really entertaining. As you probably understood from me and Gianna's, or my first anime video with Free. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Or I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do Haikyuu, and it's going to be great. I want to do a Shokugeki no Soma video, however, it's still like coming out. Like the episodes are still like coming, so I'm probably gonna wait until the end of the season to do that, so that I have at least a first season to review. Because I would hate to like have an opinion, and then the very next episode, it be wrong. Or no longer valid, and that would suck, because I don't like my opinions going invalid. But yeah, I'll either do, here, this will be my opinion, I'll either do Haikyuu next, or I'll wait until Tiana is done with Shingeki no Kyojin, and we'll do a Shingeki no Kyojin video, which I'm kind of like hesitant to do, because there's so many video like reviews about Attack on Titan. And like this will probably be like the last one that anyone ever watches, which would be really sad to do. Because I like doing like the more obscure things, so that you guys know the more obscure things. But yeah, I really do enjoy Shingeki no Kyojin. But we'll save all that information for next time, or whenever we do that. So yeah, I need to stop talking. Someday, I need to stop talking. But yeah, that'll be my next video, one of the two. But I'm gonna be done talking for now because I have to work on my cosplay. Because I really don't feel like working on homework. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be done talking and for reals this time. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.